is always that simple. And I know some people might be like, what do you mean? What is that simple? Everything. Literally everything is always that simple. We have been made to believe that everything, not only that everything needs, you have to work extremely hard for it and it needs to be a struggle, but also that certain things are out of reach or certain things are impossible or there's a certain way you have to go about it to achieve those certain things. And it's all bullshit. All of it. All the rules they told us about what is possible and what we can and cannot do and how to do it, it's all bullshit. Everything is literally that simple. You want to start a business? Go do your research on how to start a business on whatever topic you want to start a business on and figure out what steps you need to take and start working at that as much as you can with as much time as you can allocate towards that every day, and you'll have a business. After putting in that work, you'll have a business. That's literally what I mean by it is that simple. And I use the business idea as an example because so many people, especially today, so many people are wanting to break free from the norm of just working these regular, retail jobs or not. I'm not saying not all 9 to 5s are bad, but some people don't want to work that type of schedule or just not purpose driven careers. And so a lot of people are trying to take the route of starting a business, but if you're like me, well, I used to be like this. A lot of people assume that it's so hard to start a business, and most don't because of how hard they've been told that it is. And I'm not saying that it's easy to start a business. I'm not saying it's easy to continue running a business, but if it is your purpose and you feel fueled by the work that you're doing, it's all going to be worth it. Sorry, an old school car just drove past and I lost my train of thought. There goes that ADHD brain. Where was I? Oh, I was using the business idea as an example because so many people are trying to do that today in today's society because it provides, a lot of financial freedom, time freedom to do what they please when they want to do it. But a lot of people don't go after it because they're afraid of how hard it can be. But what if it's not that hard? What if everything seems to just start flowing for you because you are following your aligned steps that feel right to you and are in alignment with what you desire and the life you want to live and what truly makes you happy? We gotta start adopting these type of ways of being, ways of thinking, shifting it from things are so hard, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure it out, to this can and will work out for me and I know it's going to. And I mean, starting a business was like a pretty big example to use, which I still think equally important, but I mean, this applies to every aspect of your life, even down to the little nitty gritty things. Like earlier, I had gone to the gym and I was grabbing something out of, I think I was grabbing my lip gloss out of my purse and my hair tie fell out and fell in between the seats. And I was like, oh, I was freaking out. I was like, no, because you girls, when you're down to the last couple hair ties and you got to keep track of them, you don't want to lose any more than you already have. So I was like, no, I need that. And then as I was like, not freaking out, but as I was like trying to like quickly look for it, I grabbed it and I was thinking like, that was a bit much. That was a bit OD. It was a bit crazy. I didn't need to react like that to that because, like, let's be real. If I couldn't get it and I had ran out of hair ties, I could go get some more from the store. Like really think about it. Do you have the money to go get it from some new ones from the store? Yes. Is it gonna break your bank going and getting some new ones? No, I absolutely could buy 1,000 more new ones if I wanted to. You have a car, transportation to get to the store. You have time freedom. You're able to go and get to the store. So really, what's the problem here? Why are we acting like losing a hair tie and having to go get some more is like that big of a deal? You get what I'm saying? Can you imagine if you were to apply that way of thinking to literally everything in your life? The amount of stress you would cut out of your life is insane. I urge anyone and everyone to try and apply that to their life and see how much of a significance it makes, an impact it makes on your life. It's actually like it it sounds so simple, right? Okay. But it's really, it is. There's no other way to put it because for some reason with humans, when you show them how simple something is, we have to complicate it. We just have been programmed to think that no, it can't be that easy. No, it is. It is. They've been lying to us, babe. It really is that easy. It really is that simple. And I mean everything. Any example you want to think of in your head or that applies to your life, break it down. It's always that simple. And I just had to share that. I had to share that. And you know what? I'm proud of myself for turning this camera on and allowing the things that go on in my head to flow out, because I know I have a lot that I would like to share with other people, because I know how much it has helped and impacted my life for the good, for the good, for, you get what I'm trying to say. But I just was in my head so much and for so long about how to channel that into something that I can share. And it was just, I mean, you can call it perfectionism, but I think it's just excuse after excuse after excuse of just being afraid of being vulnerable and sharing what I know, because I find that, like, because I know I think and operate a lot differently than most people around me at the time. I would love to meet like-minded individuals and connect, but at the time, that is what my situation is. And so I find that I tend to kind of like hide that side because it seems like it makes some people uncomfortable, or they just don't understand what I'm saying. And I don't mean that in like a condescending kind of way. I don't mean that at all. I mean, like, they're just not, some of the things that I express or think or believe are just not what some of these other people that I've been around think about or express or believe. So I just tend to keep it to myself, and I'm working on that as well, because I know I don't need to water myself down to not make other people uncomfortable, but it's a work in progress. So that is all for today, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.